Several major factors impact inland marine risk, including the state of the economy and advances in technology. So how are current trends affecting the inland marine market today? Here with some insights is Kevin O'Brien. He is President and CEO of the Inland Marine Underwriters Association and joins us from his office in New York. Kevin, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
So Kevin, how are inland marine underwriters doing? Are they making money?
The marine industry is thriving. We've had a very good 2014, and all indications are that 2015 will go very well. Traditionally, the commercial inland marine market has outperformed the property casualty industry as a whole, basically by about 10 points, and that trend seems to be continuing.
What are the major factors contributing to their results?
Well, there are a couple things. One of the big factors is that we've had less catastrophic events recently, hurricanes and such. So that has a big impact on the industry. Furthermore, the economy has been improving and continues to improve. Two of the major lines of inland marine are construction and transportation. Both of those have been buoyed by the positive economy, so there's more exposure and there's more premium. Interestingly enough, in the last several years, we've had quite a few new entrants into the inland marine space. While the established carriers have a large book of business, they're able to, they've done very well with the increase in exposures and premiums. The new entrants, however, have struggled a little bit. They don't have the heft in their book of business to absorb some of the losses that they're going to encounter, and some of them seem to struggle.
Where are the biggest losses coming from these days?
Two classes of business in inland marine that have significant loss activity. Number one, motor truck cargo. Motor truck cargo, we've seen significant losses from truck thefts, trailer thefts. Food and beverage is the leading target for thieves, followed closely by pharmaceuticals and electronics. Also, with the motor truck cargo industry, carriers have been struggling lately because there's a shortage of drivers, and also they're forced to comply with CSA requirements, which also call for reduced hours of service for the drivers. On the builder's risk side, there's been a big increase, a big surge in multi-story wood construction. And multi-story wood construction is primarily for habitational, apartments and dormitories. And we've seen in the last 2 years, 3 very, very large fires, one in Houston and 2 out in California. So those are where we're seeing a significant amount of losses, motor truck cargo and builder's risk.
How is technology affecting marine underwriting and claims management?
Technology is having a big impact in the inland marine industry. We've seen a big increase in the number of devices being used in the trucking industry. For instance, if you just take a look at the number of devices that are now going to be connected to the internet, it's staggering. We recently did a webinar on the Internet of Things, and the Internet of Things refers to all of the different devices that are connected to the internet, merging the physical world with the online world. You have smartphones, obviously, computers, wristwear now. Today there's estimated 14 billion devices connected to the internet. The projection is that by 2020, the number of devices is going to be 28 billion. It's staggering. The amount of information and data available now is definitely impacting underwriting. Telematics. Telematics is technology on contractors' equipment. Provides all sorts of information on the hours of use, the radius of use. Risk modeling has really seen a surge in the inland marine community. Risk modeling predicts frequency and severity of hurricanes, flooding due to tidal and storm surge, and we've definitely embraced that. In fact, the inland marine underwriting is moving from being thought of as just an art to a little bit of a science now. So technology has definitely impacted the industry.
So what is the IMUA focused on in 2015 and why?
IMUA's primary focus is on professional development. And by that I mean the training and education of our industry professionals. In fact, our annual meeting is coming up May 3rd to May 6th. It'll be held down in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Ballantine Hotel. We expect about 275 industry professionals at that event. Brian Earhart, CEO of Aon Benfield, he'll be doing our keynote address, giving us a reinsurance perspective of the industry. And then we have 5 intensive education sessions. We also have a parallel track, an introduction to inland marine, for those that are relatively new to the industry. Another thing that's happening at IMUA these days is we're putting a focus on getting agents and brokers involved in our association events. Our members have clearly stated that they'd like to see more agents and brokers involved in association activities, attending the education sessions. It's great for business for them, it's good networking, and it's a good educational opportunity for the brokers. So we've made some good inroads in that. In fact, our newest regional group, the Mid-Atlantic Advisory Group, is now chaired by a broker. So IMUA is basically our focus is on maintaining and enhancing the association's relevance and value to the members.
Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
For more information on the inland marine market, visit the IMUA website or the Ring TV On Demand Library.